my cup as I ride to the beach, yeah. Pour out a shot for my folks, rest in peace, yeah. Weed in my spliff, now my cipher complete, yeah. We been on it, we still on it. Drinking my cup as I ride to the beach, yeah. Pour out a shot for my folks, rest in peace, yeah. Weed in my spliff, now my cipher complete, yeah. We been on it, we still on it. Dropping the top on the V's, these niggas want something to see. They looking at me, royalty running my jeans. Whenever you witness the G, you watching the king. Travel wherever I please, I'm pretty much good in these streets. My brother for she's, why would I be for the brother with all of these crooked police? Explain that to me, roll up an eighth of the chain. I'm trying to escape all the pain. I pour out some liquor for all of my fellas just laid. It's probably too many to name, ain't that a shame? That's why I grab on my brothers who wasn't permitted a chance. Just off from hustling, came off the muscle and I got it flipping without an advance. Stuck to the plan, I suffer plenty of losses. I took a couple of risks, that's just the price of a boss. But fuck it, don't matter, we rich. True. You probably thought that we forfeit. Nope. I know you hoping we quit. No way. We been on it, we still on it. Drinking my cup as I ride to the beach, yeah. Pour out a shot for my folks, rest in peace, yeah. Weed in my spliff, now my cipher complete, yeah. We been on it, we still on it. Drinking my cup as I ride to the beach, yeah. Pour out a shot for my folks, rest in peace, yeah. Weed in my spliff, now my cipher complete, yeah. We been on it, we still on it. Roll me an L of the lime, it's Friday, I'm taking the drive. I'm about to ride, hop on the 22 West, hopping off the 605, that 605. Shorty keep banging my line, she want me to give her some time. She want some time, she just want a piece of mind, mine. I just want a piece of mind, mine. That's why I travel alone, just like I was trafficking blow. You already know, to the beaches I sink in the sand, my feet getting washed on the shores. I'm falling in slow, I put a mute to my phone, under the moon with my stones. This type of feeling regenerates energy, I swear it's soothing my soul. Yes, I just need an hour or two.
I'm playing music right now?
Yeah. Yo, you can hear me, Reese? What's good with you, man? What's good? Why you coming on all dry? Yo? What's up with that? What's good with you? I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, brother.
Can you hear me? Oh, hold up.
There we go. See? If you're gonna talk trash, you gotta make sure that people can hear you. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I never talk trash. I just give gems. That's all I do.
Ooh, listen. This
diamond in the rough. What are we talking about?
Oh my God. Yo, so check it out. You know, last episode we had Alligator Alfred. The one before that, we call it the Magic Hat Show.
Magic Hat Show. Yes, we had
an onslaught of fire albums, right? So
got some dope shows,
right? Now that was 10. Alligator Alfred was dope. So you know what? I figured we'd try something different, because thugs got hearts too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We gotta do something for the R&B community. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And who better to do this with than somebody who can do both and be a monster at it? So today on episode 1 of our R&B segments, we have the lyrical monster / radio killer. You know what I'm saying? You got Defy in the building. What's up, Defy? What's good?
What's up? Good to be here.
What's good?
The C is silent in stores now.
Pony C.
Everywhere. Cop it on iTunes. Also, cop it on Bandcamp if you really want to help us out.
Yo, listen, man. How many of y'all is there? Always again.
It's Wu-Tang.
How many of y'all is there?
We are a team of 9 lyricists. A total of 9 lyricists.
Okay.
A few of us also sing, and we have one main producer. That's Digga Den.
Listen, I hate long intros.
Yep.
You know what I mean? shout out to the whole team, Show Rock, Spec, the whole team, yo. The album was fire, but that's not what
Bison.
Bison, you know, I hope he heals up well. He looked like he back out walking on the causeway. I saw the thing he put up on IG. Good to see him back on his feet again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Let's cut to the chase. We're gonna do artist review. Sara Shine, that's her name. She's from California. I hear you moved to the West Coast. How's California treating you?
Beautifully. 2023 was actually trash, but 2024 amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. So what's the transition like? Like, what's the biggest difference for you?
I was mentioning to Reese the palm trees, man. Like they instantly lift my mood. I was like, they ain't got no palm trees in the Bronx. Like people laugh at me when I say it out here. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna get tired of it." I've been here a year and a half. I ain't tired of it yet.
Nah, you're gonna get tired of it.
I don't know. I don't believe y'all.
Hey, Reese lives in Florida. Happy. We live in Florida. So
yeah.
Oh, you got tired of them?
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was cool for like a year. You're right. So you should start feeling that decline in the next few months.
I'll keep y'all posted.
Yeah,
we up right now though. We still love them.
It's always sunny out there. You know what I'm saying? Out here, and it seems, you know, living on the East Coast, you get this little stereotype that you put on I can't say y'all. But I had put on Californians like, oh, you know, they're so laid back, easy going, you know what I'm saying, Cheech and Chong, you know what I'm saying, the whole thing, you know what I mean? So am I right? Is California laid back like that?
I'm sure those type of people exist, but that's not the circle I keep.
Got you.
She from New York.
Yeah, nah. I'm
get that.
I'm a mover and shaker, so I keep moving and shakers around me. Shout out Mark, he's doing the big right now. Shout out Rena. Shout out Mock. Shout out all my homies out here.
Hey, shout out to High Sunday too, right? He's out there too, right?
High Sunday.
Hello?
Shout out Mock. Shout out Rena. Shout out all my.
Okay, people. Got you. So check it. We're gonna get to the show.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play a song, a little single that she got out right now. Not a little single, big single. It went viral. There's a whole bunch of people doing TikToks to it.
Dope, very dope.
So you got it, Sara Shine. Let's get into it.
Hey, girl, you got it. She knows what she wants, and she usually get it. Her focus on a hunt, and she stay on her business. 2 jobs, no car, and she still gonna get it. She's a queen by far, and she don't give them digits. And she knows what it's like to stay up, working all night and day. And she keeps herself looking bright, and she knows how to kneel and pray. And her heart stay on hunting, cause she knows what she wants, and she'll never settle for less. So you better give her your best. Girl, you got it, and they can't tell you nothing, cause you're gonna do your thing. Girl, you got it, you make it look easy, switch it up and stay in your lane. Girl, you got it, and they can't tell you nothing, cause you're gonna do your thing. Girl, you got it, you make it look easy, switch it up and stay in your lane. And they want a part of the limelight, so you stay on their minds. Just keep doing your thing, girl. And someday she don't feel like talking, but she keep on walking, cause she keeps her faith. Girl, you got it, and they can't tell you nothing, cause you're gonna do your thing. Girl, you got it, you make it look easy, switch it up and stay in your lane. And she knows that sometimes they won't keep their word, so she stays on a hustle, cause she done learned that her future depends on what she believes. So every morning she wakes up on fire, taking on her disguise. She's a queen, that's for sure. They don't even ask no more, 'cause the spirit gon' tell you what she's about for sure. And even when they try to bring her down, she's gonna bounce back, smile and hold it down. She'll never settle for less, so you gotta give her your best. Girl, you got it, and they can't tell you nothing, 'cause you're gonna do your thing. Girl, you got it, you make it look easy, switch it up and stay in your lane. Girl, you got it, and they can't tell you nothing, 'cause you're gonna do your thing. Girl, you got it, you make it look easy, switch it up and stay in your lane. And they want a part of the limelight, so you stay on their minds. Just keep doing your thing, girl. And some days she don't feel like talking, but she keep on walking, 'cause she keeps her faith. Girl, you got it, and they can't tell you nothing, 'cause you're gonna do your thing. Girl, you got it, you make it look easy.
Yeah. So that's one of the releases off her upcount. I think it's out now, actually. It's called Aligned.
Okay,
that's
cool.
Sara Shine. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, listen. It's not trap soul. This is R&B. You know
true R&B, true R&B,
true R&B. You know, a lot of these singers want to be rappers now. No pun intended. no pun intended. What you do is different. You
Yeah,
saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
oh no, I rap.
yeah, you feel me? You feel me? So Sara Shine, she's in the background. We just played Girl You Got It. The song's fire, produced by Blame Ronnie. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, nice.
It's a nice, grown, sexy, good time. I feel it. Hey, look, we're gonna pull her up. Without further ado, let's get it.
Oh.
Sara Shine, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
We're good. All we see is the New York Yankee hat. What? I thought you were. I thought we was in New York for a second.
No, I'm always wearing New York hat. I don't think I even own an LA hat. That's horrible.
Oh my goodness.
I definitely need to get one.
I,
But how are you doing? Can you guys hear me okay?
yeah,
Yep.
we can hear you. We can hear you. It's good to see you. Let me introduce you to the co-host for the night. Reez, that's my brother. My actual blood
How
brother.
you doing?
All right.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah. And we got a singer, rapper, dynamic artist named Defire on with us.
Oh,
You know,
dope.
yeah,
Hi, how are
nice
you?
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
you know, and she's also in California, also too. So you
Oh,
never
okay.
know what can happen. So
Very dope.
So we're going to get into the Truth Be Told album.
Right.
All right. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Sure, yeah. So I'm an R&B singer-songwriter, and I've been pretty much singing since I was a little girl. Was raised singing in a Baptist church. My father was a gospel singer. Then started to get into shows and professionally recording at around age 14 in my hometown, and signed with a local record label at 16, and then started featuring and doing a lot of hooks and features for different hip hop and rap groups that were locally kind of on the scene and doing their thing. So I was kind of known more as like the girl in the group, and I was doing a lot of features and touring. And then that eventually ended up parting from that label. They decided to go into another type of entertainment, just promoting, and so a lot of artists kind of had to branch off and do their own thing and get out of bag contracts and things like that. So that was my first time kind of experiencing like the business on that side of things, and how to handle your business, better going forward. So I decided to pack up my stuff and come to LA, and I moved to LA with 5 solo projects already out from my hometown, from where I was from. So I wasn't new to like, grinding and recording and stuff like that.
Right.
So I
Okay.
kind of came to LA
Hold
with
on
a
a second.
package of
Where
like,
are you originally from?
I'm from San Luis Obispo. It's a small town up north, but it's actually called Los Osos. It's like 10 minutes outside of there. Small
Okay.
town, like 5,000 people.
Okay,
Really, really,
okay.
yeah,
Is
really
that
little.
all California? I'm
Yeah, it's
okay.
California.
All right,
Yeah,
all right, all right,
yeah.
Hey,
cool.
listen, California is a big
It
state.
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
It
Okay.
is, yeah. All the way to the Bay, down to San Diego. It's a pretty long stretch, yeah.
Okay, so you moved to LA. Is that where you moved to?
Yep. So I
Okay, all
moved
right.
to well, actually, that's where my kind of story begins with that song, "The Truth," of how I was in my car and waitressing and going through that little struggle of like trying to get on my feet. And so there's a story in that in itself, but that's another story. But just how I got here, I kind of had other plans, and then just decided to stay out here and figure it out and stack and just sell CDs on the block. I was singing live out there and just
Hey.
making a lot of connections and started doing a lot of live shows with local promoters out here. And then it just like started to build. Every other month I was just in contact with a new connection, and then that's how it goes when you're constantly working in a city like LA. You're gonna it's gonna spiral soon. I mean, it's gonna start to bubble. So, anyways, I just started like basically recording my own project under Sarah Shine. I went by Sarah S from my hometown. So that's
Okay,
all my
okay.
all my older projects were more like old school R&B, kind of like funk, like a Tina Marie vibe.
All
And
right,
then
all
when I
right.
Okay.
came, and then when I came out here, I just went straight R&B, and I took the S off because that former company owned that name, so I had to
Mm.
form a new alias for myself. And I was like, okay, well, Sarah Shine would be dope.
Like
So
Prince.
so basically, yeah, just
Yeah.
jumped into recording, and it's been a story ever since. But I'm a very hard working artist.
Right,
I'm
right, right.
constantly working on something, constantly helping others with writing and featuring, and so making it pop.
Hey, listen, I can't be mad at that. And you know what? I got a little clip of you singing. You do a lot of small you do cover work and you also do posts on IG. So I found something that I thought was pretty dope. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it real quick. Hold on a
Oh,
second.
Nice.
okay, cool.
I used to spend my nights out in bar rooms. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But then you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back to being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay strong on your love all the time.
Woo!
Thank
Okay.
you.
Ah,
Very dope.
Listen,
Very dope.
great
listen.
vibrato.
What?
He's a great vibrato. I mean,
Listen,
it was a lot of years of
The
getting
fire
that
is
right.
no slouch. The fire can sing too, and
Yeah.
that's why I want to have on the show with us because you guys can bond on a different. We straight hip hop over here. You know it
Yeah,
is.
definitely.
Eh,
Definitely.
eh,
Oh, I already know you, Scotty.
you know that.
You
Listen,
come from that era of like, yeah, no bullshit. Like
eh,
you don't write anything
oh,
fancy or what they're trying to hear now. Yeah, you're on those Nas days.
I, I appreciate that. That's a
That's a
huge compliment.
a strong one.
You heard that, Reese? You heard that, right?
Nah.
Right.
You heard.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, I just wanted to show off what you can do. And
I appreciate
currently,
it.
you sing at a club weekly, right?
Yeah, I was over at the Nile with the live band in Inglewood every couple weeks, but I'm kind of branching out and doing other gigs now. So I was singing with them for about 2 years, and I still do some spot gigs with them. but I'm not at that location any longer. So I'm doing this new gig in Pasadena on every other Sunday night,
Okay.
and the crowd is like it's packed. It's gonna definitely be a different type of atmosphere for me because in lounges and bars, it's great. I mean, you're gonna get a newer fan base regardless wherever you're going to new territory. But this
Mm-hmm.
place in Pasadena, it already is like lying out the door, packed, and it's kind of what I need to like, just step it up and be seen a little bit on a different type of level. So these promoters reached out to me and saw me gigging at another spot, and they're like, "We want a regular singer over here."
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna see what it's all about. I did my first one last Sunday and it went really well, and I'll be back over there next week too. So
Hey, that's dope. That's
yeah,
dope.
Congratulations.
That's mostly
thank
That
covers when
you.
you sing at lounges and things like that, right?
What's that?
You do mostly covers when you sing at lounges and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, well,
I have a
what's
friend
cool
who
about
does
this?
it.
Yeah, what's cool about this new spot is I'll be doing originals, so I'll be doing like the songs that they want to hear me do. But when I do lounges, it is usually covers with a band, so it's like R and
It's
B,
so much memorization. That's what scares me.
Yeah,
'Cause I thought
yeah.
about doing it, but I was like, I can't memorize 9,000 songs.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
That's the part
wild.
that
I don't
can
even
get
know my favorite
intense.
song. I don't know my own songs.
Yeah, that's the part that can get intense because it's like when I was singing with the band, I had to learn probably like, up to 50 songs. And then they've got their own sets that they do. And then I might just end up singing 10 songs that night. But you still got to remember every, lyric.
Yes, that's
And
crazy.
trust me, I forgot them at times.
A lot of like hemming at.
Yeah, exactly. They're like,
Get
what was
through
that? Oh, it sounded good. Whatever. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
that's what's
Just feel it. Just feel it.
Yeah.
it.
so,
What genre do you sing, Daphia?
Well, I mean, I guess you could say like R&B pop is mainly what I
Okay,
sing. Yeah.
cool.
hold on,
I'm gonna
pause
check it
real
out when I
quick.
get off.
Hey, her name, we gotta say it correctly. It's
I'm so
Duff
used to it.
Fire.
I don't even like pause.
Yeah, she like, I'm used to it. You say her name is Duff Fire, like she's the bomb, but
Like Mariah or Shania, I'm the fire.
Okay, I love
ooh.
it.
Bop, bop, bop.
That's a
It,
cool name.
and
Very unique.
so
Thank you.
I know you have a new EP out called
Mhm.
Aligned, correct?
Yes, and
And
that was produced by T Mac,
okay,
um, and also by Blame Ronnie.
okay,
So they're
okay.
out of LA, and you got Hitstory. That's what he goes by. You got Hitstory, and he's making a lot of moves out here too. So you guys got to follow Blame Ronnie, and you got Hitstory.
All right, cool, cool, cool.
That's
Let me,
fire.
you know what? Let me shout out everybody in the chat before we get in. Shout out to Mitch, the Wonderground platform. Mitch, what's going on? Deacon Blue, what's up? Who else we got in there?
Hazy Kid was in there
He's a
for a
kid in
second.
there. All right, so people tap in and people, we're streaming live. We're on IG live, all that right now.
Oh
So we're going to
wow.
get into the album. I know you have a lined out, but I want to start with Truth Be Told. That
Okay.
that EP, although it's short, it packs a punch to me. And I feel like I've known you for a while. We ran into each other years ago, and you
Yeah.
were grinding back then. So I already know it's no faking and nothing that you're saying. So
Yeah.
I just want to go into that because I think it was the beginning. You talk about like the beginning of what makes Sarah Shine who she is, and I think people who want to know you from the bottom up should start there. So I'm going to get into it. We're just gonna go run through it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Sarah
No,
Shine,
definitely.
California's in the building. Let me add this to the scene. Hold on a second, bun. Shit. There we go. We got it up on the screen. Put you up here. Oh, wait a second. Sorry. Listen, I'm not perfect.
No, you're good. Take
I'm
your
not
time.
perfect by any
Take
stretch.
your time.
So, all right, there we go. Truth be told, dope cover. You see the art of combos over there. It's always on deck. But we're going to start with the truth. All right. You want to give us a backdrop for the truth real quick, or you want to talk about it after? Because you
Oh, we can
talked
talk
about a
about
lot in
it's
that
pretty.
song.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, but we can talk about it after.
Awesome. Let's get into it. The Truth, Sarah Shine, Truth Be Told, it dropped last year. Let's get into it.
R.I.P. to the competition. With nothing, I stayed in them shelters with roaches and rats that would run by my covers. Took showers in gas station bathrooms that locked just so I could be clean when I stepped on the block. Washed my hair in the sink while they banged on the door screaming, "Girl, hurry up or we kill."
Hold up. See, you know what's crazy about this is the fact that they think not all people can go through these struggles right here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Let's get into it, though. Let's get into the competition.
With nothing, I stayed in them shelters with roaches and rats that would run by my covers. Took showers in gas station bathrooms that locked just so I could be clean when I stepped on the block. Washed my hair in the sink while they banged on the door screaming, "Girl, hurry up or we kick down this door." So I hopped in my hoopty and counted my money. So 10 cities last night so I won't be hungry. Washed my 3 fits that I kept in my trunk. I had 1 pair of shoes that I washed every month. They said I wouldn't make it out here in this city, so I choose to sing on them streets and look pretty, just hoping someday that somebody would hear me. But days turned to weeks and to years, then I met him. I cooked for my friend and I did all his laundry, and every night he came home smelling like honey.
I remember brushing my teeth in the parking lot outside of my car at night with a cup of water. Putting the blanket over my head, holding my car keys in my right hand, hoping no one would break in my car window. Scrounging up dimes just to buy 1 meal. At the same time they said I was on top of the charts in Japan and France. People asking, "Where's your crib at? Where's your fancy car?"
We was like Bonnie and Clyde when we stepped on the scene, but when we got back home it was hitting and drinking. And just as I picked up myself to walk out, he would stand at the door and say, "Don't leave me now." I could feel my heart pounding with tears down my face, so I put down my suitcase and gave it away. From the couch to the bed, that's when he got me pregnant. He said he would pay for the doctor to kill it, but when I refused he screamed, "Girl, get your shit out." So I picked up my stuff and was back on my own now. Walked to my car just to find it was towed. They took my belongings and money I owed, so it's me and my bag and my baby and stomach. Found an 800 number to a pregnancy shelter. They showed me my room in the crib for the baby. I fell on my knees and cried, "Lord, can you help me?"
Girls all around me with no fathers for their babies, asking me my story, saying they'll pray for me. Sometimes I wondered, will anybody ever feel my pain? So I just kept smiling, so they couldn't see these tears in my eyes. They said, "She ain't never been through anything. She's a white girl. She never seen Skid Row." Yeah, right.
My pain ran so deep cause I broke my mom's heart, and my pops never called. He said I wouldn't go far. He sent 2 cards a year when I needed his love, so I looked for a strong man to cover my scars. But they lied after lied and my stomach got bigger. Put my singing on hold when I found a job hanging coast. That's when the pain hit my stomach, the blood rushed on out. They told me that I lost her, it's time to move out. Well, and these tears keep falling down, keep falling down, yeah.
chose Skid Row instead of back home. Why I wanted to sing more than I wanted to breathe. They say the painter colors the life with the pictures they see. I still see a dream standing right in front of me. It's my destiny.
Yeah.
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 You know what? You know what, Scotty? You are so real. That song always resonated with you, and
Yeah. Yeah.
you always were like, Sarah, I understood, every
Yeah.
word. And there's only so much you can fit into 3 16-bar verses, but I wanted to highlight the shit that really, you know, uh,
Hits.
yeah, and that
Yeah.
was real, and that I really went through. And I know there's so many women that have been through different things in all of those verses, because when I performed that live, I'd had women like crying, I went through the same thing, and then you're connecting and you're encouraging people, and it just opens up conversation, to say that, no matter what you go through, if it's a hard time, you can still push through and pursue your dreams through that, if you're focused and you know what you want. And so it takes a little shaking sometimes, but you
Yeah.
gotta have, you gotta know the end goal. And
But how do you stay focused? Because listen, I don't know how California is. Like, I've heard Skid Row and things like that, right? I
right,
don't. I've never been. I've heard of tents, a place called Tent City. I've heard about different places, right? So how do you pursue all that while still trying to stay above water? Like
right,
it is because you mentioned God a lot. It seems like you have a strong faith. Is
yeah.
that what got you through? What got you through those
Definitely,
hard
yeah.
times?
No, I definitely say my faith, just being raised on those values, even through like hard times and family not supporting or saying, "Oh, she's out there," I heard she's homeless. I heard she's in her car. I heard this, and I just chose like to never get on any type of drug, to never, go to the strip club, do the things that I could have easily done, because pretty women can do things. They can hustle in other ways while they're trying to get to the top. And I'm not downplaying that, but I just stayed on the straight and narrow. I clocked into my nine to five. I get off at 5. I had to clock into the shelter by 6 o'clock. If I was a minute late, I couldn't stay in there. I had to sleep in my car. And I went through that for almost 2 years, and just and
Wow.
stacked my money. And on Saturday and Sunday nights, I would press up 100 CDs and write on them with my Sharpie and sing on Hollywood Boulevard. And I just would wanted to be like, I didn't want to have a lot of bills to pay at that time. I just didn't want to pay a heavy rent, because in LA it's really expensive. And I'm like, you know what? I just want to tour. I want to, get my gym membership, and so I stay clean. But I
Mm.
just have so many nights where I was really pushing through, like in the rain, in my car, just cold as shit, with the blanket, brushing my teeth in the parking lot, writing songs, like, not telling anybody what I'm going through. But I saw the light at the end of the tunnel and was like,
Hmm.
I have to save this much every month so I can get myself into a solid place. I don't want to be in this shelter for this amount of time. But
Yeah.
even in there, I was encouraging other women, like sleeping on a cot next to a lady that, her husband just abused her, and that she had nowhere else to go. And I was encouraging to her, and I shared my music with her, and I helped her with her resume. God just put me like
Mm.
in certain situations where I was needed at that time, and I know that He
Mm.
used me. And so there's just so many stories that I can't fit into one interview, but I can tell you, like, to answer your question more directly, it's just really, it's having faith, one, and then just not losing your mind in the midst of turmoil, in the midst of adversity. I knew my plan was to get out of there, but I was really the earliest person that would wake up. I wake up at like 5 in the morning in the shelter, and I get my stuff before everybody woke up. And the security guards are like, "You're always leaving so early." I'm like, "Yeah, I got to. I'm just here to sleep." You know what I mean? I got, I
On the
gotta get
move.
up. I gotta go take my shower. I gotta go get to work. I'll see you guys at 6 o'clock. You know, they had
Let me
shitty ass food. Their food was horrible as shit. So I would always eat before I got in there. And, you know, it's like jail food, which I've never been to jail, but they told me that's what it was like. Um, and I tried one meal. I was like, I can't do this shit.
yeah.
So
Hold on a second. We got
yeah.
one of our other hosts on here, Pete Pod Cove. I'm gonna bring him on. Pete, what's good? What's good? We got
Hi, how are
Sara
you?
Shine in the
What
Hey,
building.
up,
how's it
P?
going? How's it going, everyone? Welcome, welcome,
Good. How are
Sarah.
you?
What's up?
I'm good. Welcome to
Mr.
the show.
Glaze in the building.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
come on! Don't start that. Don't
My
start
bad, my
that.
bad. Hey, listen, hey, you gotta talk to P about that. That's a conversation you gotta have with P.
Nah, no glaze in here. We keep it real. How y'all
Facts.
doing?
Uh, good, good. Hey,
Good.
listen, she in the hot weather area too, so
Yeah,
we
she
got a
Cali.
trifecta
Cali
going on right now.
rocking the Yankee
Yeah.
blue, rocking the Yankee blue, as I see.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
That's
here we
right.
go. Here
Anytime.
we
That's
go.
right. That's right. Don't be hating, Scott. Don't be hating.
So
Hey,
I got
listen,
a
I don't
question.
watch baseball. I
I
don't
got a
watch
question for you.
baseball.
I got a
Yeah.
question for you, Sarah. It seems like your music is extremely, extremely like personal.
Yeah.
So is that tough for you to do and put on like a big stage and show everybody like, this is what I was going through and everything like that? Or was that something that was therapeutic for you?
Mm,
It was actually kind of therapeutic. That's a really good that's a good question. I never felt ashamed of what I went through or like any type of embarrassment. It was actually kind of like empowering for me to overcome a lot that I did, you know, with not just with being alone out here and overcoming struggles that a lot of people go through, but just like family not believing in your talent, going through tough relationships that, you know, weren't supportive at the time, and trying to find a way and not having enough money to really do what I wanted to do because I was pouring all of my money into my music. So just to like really like live, you know,
Yeah.
and to have these dreams outside of just music, all I ever knew was music. I mean, I just really put my 110% into, you know, becoming a solid artist. And so that rawness for me was therapeutic to say, okay, you know, I'm going to give you a piece of who I am. And then I recognized that people actually respected that more as an artist instead of me just getting up there talking about what every other girl, you know, just light stuff and corny
Hmm.
stuff. And that's it's just not me. I can't do that.
Let
So
me
yeah,
ask
I'm
you
not a
this
bubblegum
now.
artist.
Do you think, because there's a lot of people who glamorize, oh, I came from the bottom, I came from the mud and all these things, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think a lot of people sometimes feel like that's a way to earn stripes. They don't do it genuinely because they do it because they want to have that. They go into it with that. They want to have that story to tell.
Right.
You're saying it wasn't really for the art form.
Right.
So how do you feel about it? Did that apply to you at all in any way? Were
So
you
I can only
surprised by what happened or
Was I surprised? Oh, when I came here and I was in that situation, like
yeah, exactly.
yeah, because I mean, I came from a single mother home and we didn't have a lot of money, but my mom made do. It's that story of my mom, you know, had two or three jobs. That was, you know, and I don't say that in a way that I feel like we were lacking anything. My mom eventually remarried when I was like 15, but I just remember my mom not being home a lot. I was home by myself all the time, and I would always get into my little creative mode and just write poetry and sing and dance in my living room. And I was home by myself a lot. But my mom would come home later at night, make sure I got in my bed, and you know, did you eat? And you know, but it wasn't a lot of like homework check in and all, you know, what a regular parent does. She was more concerned on just making sure our rent was paid and we had some food in the refrigerator. So I grew up in a really small town. I wasn't in the hood, okay?
Mhm.
But when I was so yeah, I don't have that story. But when I turned
Malibu.
16, yeah, when I turned 16, my mom found the boyfriend who she's been with now for 30 years. And he had his own business and his own house. And that's my stepfather now. And he lived in the hood, straight hood. Okay.
All
Like
right,
the
cool.
There you
main
go.
gang members were behind us getting raided.
Oh,
And so my mom said, okay, honey, we're gonna pack up our stuff, and you're gonna go to a new high school, and I just want you to know this isn't like where we live. It's a little different. I was like,
Right,
oh, okay.
right.
Well, how different? Like, what are you talking about? So I got down there, and then mind you, I grew up from age 3 to 15 in a predominantly white. But what's funny is that my best friends were two of them were black and one was Mexican, and I had one white girl that was my homegirl, but they were like the only cultural people at my high school. It's predominantly white, okay? But my friends were, different ethnicity.
Yeah.
Ethnicity. My mom was like, "You've always embraced, just everybody as they are." My mom was like, "Okay, that's just my daughter. She's just, So, anyways, when I moved, keep the story short. When I moved to with my mom and with her boyfriend, they weren't married at the time. He had a little room for me in the back. Well, I went to high school the first day, and it was predominantly Mexican, more black, and like 25% white. So total, I'm
Role
15 years
reversal.
old. Yeah,
Right,
and
right,
I'm like,
right,
oh,
right.
this is different. Yeah. So so I got involved in choir in school. But I just remember we lived there for a few years, and that's where I started to learn how to be street smart. When I get off the bus, I had to look around. People were stealing. You heard about things going on down the street. The cops were pulling up in our front yard, in the backyard. It was just a whole new experience. And my mom was like, "We're not going to be here that long. Don't worry." But he owned his own house, his own business. He was like, he had a plan to move us out of there too. He's a really good man, and not based on what he had, just how he treated my mom. Like, there was the
Right,
first guy
right,
that I had
right.
seen treat her like really great. So I was like, okay, mom, I'm gonna hang, we're gonna hang tough with you. I don't have nowhere to go anyways. But I ended up, kind of like running with I wouldn't say like the wrong people, but more like girls that were how can you say it? They weren't in the streets, but they were more like kind of gangster chicks. Like, and
Gotcha,
I
gotcha.
wasn't a gangster at all, okay? So it made no sense. And I was the only one
Benefits.
I was the only one that drove. So I would pick them up and we'd go out. They'd
It's
be
like
like, "So
pull,
you
pull
coming to
around
get
back,
us?"
pull
And
around
I'd be
back.
in the hood, like, yeah, it was hilarious. And
Use
so
the
we'd
hood
go out.
Uber.
I was the hood Uber, basically, because they knew I wasn't gonna get drunk. They're like, "Oh, she came from
Right.
the small little white town. Like, she has some responsibilities." You know what I'm saying? I was fun. But anyways, I could say high school was fun. I was only at that new school for 2 years, and then
Okay.
we ended up moving out, whatever. But that was definitely a cultural different experience for me. But I'm so glad I had that, because I feel like the world, like, you need to be able to embrace culture and all the beautiful different things that come with every type of people out there, like, and I at that age I chose to um get involved in a Baptist church. So that's when I started singing with a Baptist. It was an all black church that I went to, and my mom
Oh,
would drop me
nice.
off on Sundays. It was in the
Mhm.
that new city that I moved to. So
Okay.
I
Okay,
started
okay.
to that's where I started to get a love for gospel. And my real father, I hadn't seen him in a while. He lived kind of far away, and but when I was younger, I used to see him on the summers, and he would take me to church. So he kind of instilled that in me. He was a gospel singer.
Nice.
But yeah, so
Hmm.
it kind of shaped me into like just being more of a open-hearted person towards people, and different
So
foods, all that.
so you speak on the gospel and everything like that, and Defy could probably elaborate on this.
Yeah.
Like your music style, like is very soulful, correct? Right,
Hmm.
Defy, would that's what you how you would describe it?
Yeah, for
Yeah, I
sure.
mean, when you mentioned being in the Baptist church choir and all that, I was like, ah, that makes sense. Because a lot of
Hmm.
core R&B singers, they start in the church. It's like
That's
boot
true.
camp. It's like training.
Right,
Yeah,
So
right, right, right,
a
right.
for
really good
sure.
foundation for soul singing. So yeah, I do agree.
So,
Yeah.
so, so, what made you transition into the more urban style of music?
So I was in the back of my friend's Cadillac on the way to a show. Okay, we were in this big hoopty. My friend Candace, and she put on I was gonna go perform in Santa Barbara, and she put on this Donnell Jones record, and it
Oh,
was a two
Donnell
hour.
Jones.
That
It
was
was
my
a
Can't
boy.
two
miss.
That was
hour.
my boy.
Can't miss with
Okay, so
Donnell.
Can't miss.
yeah, it was a 2 hour drive, and the CD got stuck in her thing. and her CD player. So we were like, okay, I guess we're just gonna listen to Donnell the whole way. Well, I had never heard of him before, but I was raised on old school R&B, so I was listening to like, at 15, I was listening to who can I think of? Just all the greats, like, you know, um, Minnie Riperton, all those girls, Betty Wright, I was listening to music that like 7-year-old women would listen to. And because my mom would always play when she'd clean house, and all that.
Right.
So, anyways, I was like, who's this? Turn it up, when I heard Donnell. And she's like, you don't know about Donnell Jones? But he had just come out with his first, major
Yeah.
record. And so I was like, oh my God, like, this is my vibe, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
And
okay,
then
okay.
yeah, and then I got home from the show that night and I was like, I'm going to the record store tomorrow. Remember when you were like excited about a record and you would go
Record
like straight
Express.
to the store? Yeah. So I
You
was
had to
looking
go
all through it.
outside to get music. That's
I
Man,
crazy.
did.
strawberry,
And then I picked
strawberries.
up,
Strawberry.
Music.
Strawberries. I remember strawberries.
Yeah.
yeah, that was the shit. And then when I was in that aisle of looking through R&B, I picked up a Dave Hollister one. I didn't know what he sounded like.
Hey,
Ooh,
And
Dave
then
hey,
I picked
Hollister.
up
okay.
a couple other people and I went home. Remember, I told you my mom was always working. So I was just always like in a vibe. Like I was really always writing poetry. I wasn't really writing songs at that age just yet until I was about like 15, 16. But I remember putting on my headphones and like, oh my God, just the way Donnell's, uh, I don't know what it was, but the way he delivers, the way he writes, it just touched my heart. And I'm like, this is what I want to do. And I knew right at that moment, he inspired me so much. I was like, I don't even want to do this old school shit no more. I
Mm.
just want to sing R&B.
Right, right.
So in every interview, I always give him props because he really was that pivotal moment of me going, this is a vibe, and I know I could do it because I have the vocals. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And
Mm.
and I'm gonna get judged either way being a white girl. I'm not fully white, I'm mixed, but I have Portuguese, French, Brazilian, and German. I'm a mix with a few things. But
Sound like a
but
lot
a
of
lot of
good
people,
food.
yeah, a lot of good food. Exactly. You already know plantains, black beans.
Hey.
Yep.
Um but it was like when I did start to go out and just do predominantly all black shows, all R&B, I was really the only white girl in the room, and most of the last 10 to 15 years of my career, that's how it's been. And so it's not really I'm kind of colorblind when it comes to thinking of that in that way. I really just show up and I do me, and I think that's how people have accepted me in that way of like, she's not trying to be like us. She just really loves
Yep.
R&B, and she's really just got that vibe to where that's who she is. And
Right.
and she has been through
Hey.
some things, that she can talk about, but I come with a loving vibe. I love
Yes,
all types of
definitely.
artists, all types of music. So I think people can feel that energy when you enter rooms.
Definitely.
That's
Hey,
that's very dope.
Yeah, I'm glad you embrace that too, and that you mentioned that just doing you, because
Yeah.
it really don't matter. Like I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm light skinned,
Yeah.
and I get
Mm.
comments online like, "Why is this white girl saying the N word?" I'm like, "Yo, mind your
Yeah,
business. You
yeah.
don't know what you're talking about. You know where
Yeah,
I'm from, and you don't
yeah.
see
Yeah.
my hair.
Oh
Like
yeah,
you
Puerto
really, you really."
Rican. You can get that
It
pass.
doesn't
See,
matter.
I
You
can't. If I said it, I'd
regardless.
be knocked over here on the. I know my limits. I don't even go. But I
Facts.
feel you, girl. The Puerto Rican, you get the pass.
Yeah,
hey,
it's definitely a
hey,
cultural
that's funny.
thing. Yeah.
So-
Hey, when Scotty said we was going to do a R&B review, I was
Yeah.
like, do people still sing R&B? And then I
Girl,
heard
go
your
look up.
album.
Kind of
No,
been
no.
saying
go
R&B
look
It's
up.
funny.
that
It's
as fuck.
funny. I heard your album, and one of the first person I thought about was Darnell Jones, and
Yeah.
Really?
it brought me back. That was one of my dudes, man. I got stories on Darnell Jones, boy.
Oh, do
Oh,
you?
But
Uh-oh.
here we
anyway,
go. Here we go.
what happened
Yeah.
was it kind of brought me back to that time. So from that time till now, a lot has changed in R&B music. We don't even think it's out there anymore. What
Right.
Right.
keeps you making music from that time and keeping it that way and not changing? Because we see a lot of change in music. We don't
Mhm.
even consider R&B anymore. So
Facts.
how have you
What
kept
is
it?
it? Trap soul out here, right?
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really about just being a great writer and tapping into like with great producers that know how to bring up that sound. I work with producers that understand every genre, like as far as like even dating back to that Faith Evans type
Right.
joint
Yep.
sound
Mary
to a
J.
Summer Walker. I mean, you think about the R&B singers today, they're singing R&B, but it's not the way that it used to be,
Nope.
kind of
Right,
gutsy and
right,
more like
right,
more
exactly.
stories,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was more stories and more not like just a natural vibe back then. Now it's more, it's a little bit more commercialized.
Yep.
You're still gonna get some stories, but I feel like a lot of girls are singing about heartbreak and what some man did to them, and and it's good to have a few of those.
Right, right.
But I really like the stories and really just like talking about real life things that can encourage people. So that's one thing I highly respected about Donnell, and I think like if you check out my new EP, I'm still on that tip to where I don't want it to sound dated because I
Right.
want to still be able to evolve with the times of music, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm never gonna change Sarah. You know what I'm saying? My heart and my love for just overcoming like my strength of who I am as an artist, and I think that reflects in quality music when you're just showing up as you, like I said,
I think the
Um,
last
Definitely.
story I heard in R&B was "Trapped in the Closet."
oh, that's hilarious.
Pause.
He said
Whoa.
pause.
Yeah, I'm pausing on that one.
I know,
Wow.
I know R. Kelly. I know R. Kelly, so don't go there. No,
Hey,
he's
that's one of
actually
my
really good
favorite artists
though.
of all time. I ain't gonna
Oh
lie.
wait. All
Hey,
right.
I
there
ain't
Let,
you
gonna
go.
lie.
You
all
know,
right. All
look,
right. I
I'm
think.
just saying that's
Hey,
the
He
last
said, "All
story
right,
I
what
heard.
kind
You
of
feel
left
me?
I
hey,
there?
think.
What
hey,
I
kind of
think.
left
see
there?"
the first three initials in my name.
Yo, I think we should
Oh,
change. Yo, we going the wrong way. All right.
Yeah, you good? Let's get into some
You
music.
guys are
I'm
hilarious.
gonna play. Yeah, I like this song. I used it for the promo for the show. It got a nice bounce to it. It's called "In My Bag."
yeah,
Oh
Sarah
yeah,
I
John.
like that. I definitely like
Right.
that
that's my
song.
joint.
I
Yeah.
like that
Who
Mhm.
song.
produced that?
That was produced by Prime.
Prime. Prime.
Yeah.
Listen. In My Bag off the 2023 album Truth Be Told, Sarah Shine. Let's get it.
All right. Oh, that's
Wrong one,
not in my
sorry.
bag.
Hey, I'm in my bag. 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 It's what it look like. Yes, it's what it look like. And I ain't waiting on nobody. I'm in my bag. It's what it look like. Yes, it's what it look like. And every day feel like a party. Good now, better days. And even when I'm down, I still give God my praise. 'Cause he held me in his arms. And I can't thank him quite enough for keeping me strong. He's my rocket, my best friend. He provides when I can't see what's coming. He sets me up for every win. And in the morning when I wake, I give it all to him. In my bag, I'm in my bag.
This song is so hard.
I'm in my bag. It's what it look like. Yes, it's what it look like. And I ain't waiting on nobody. I'm in my bag. It's what it look like. Yes, it's what it look like. And every day feel like a party. See the love now, can't see the hate. I'm walking with my head held high 'cause God's got me. He knows my heart ain't just what I need. He knows my every move. He got it calculated like the stars and the moon. His love is deeper than any love you know. He doesn't play around. He's got your heart for sure. So never question just where I'm going now. Cause he's gonna show up and show me how it shows out. He knows my future and all our plans for us. He'll never leave you stranded cause he drives a bus. Yes, he's the holy one, my one and only, who holds you in his hands and never leaves you lonely. I'm counting on him now with every breath I have. I know he's gonna take me there cause he's my better half. It's what it looks like. Yes, it's what it looks like. And I ain't waiting on nobody. I'm in my bed. Yeah, let's keep that.
Exactly, Hayes.
Yo.
Shout out to Hayes the Kid. Yo, no lie. I saw those people who skate, those skaters dance to that.
Really?
I see that. I see him skating around.
I can see it. I can see it.
Now I didn't initially,
okay.
but yeah.
I gotta do a video and put some skaters in there.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do tricks and everything. Perfect.
You know how you know it's a hot R&B song? When you hear it and it sounds like you knew it for years.
Oh, that's love.
Like, I'm being real. When I hear that song, I'm like, did I miss this like 20 years ago? Like, really, it fits right in. Like, it was made 90s, I'll say.
Yeah, that's
the vibe I got when I first heard this song. It's a hot track.
Very hot. Yeah. Very dope.
I'm gonna tell you like this. And the funny thing about that song, which is, I don't know if you meant to do it, but it ended up happening. It's when you listen to it, it sounds like a gospel song.
It is. A lot of people think when I'm saying in my bag that I'm talking about getting money, but I'm actually talking about being in my spiritual bag. And a lot of people don't hear that until they really listen to the lyrics, and then they'll call me and be like, "Wait, were you talking about God?" I'm like, "Yeah, actually I was." But a lot of people think I'm on some
well
like,
done.
Money. Yeah.
I was actually going to say she did a triple entendre on that.
Bars
in my bag was a couple of different meanings. I picked up on that.
Yeah.
Listen, she snuck it in there very clever. The
Oh,
beat was crazy.
Yeah.
You know, the street term, I'm in my bag, you know, people automatic, and you're sneaking in some good vibes, some real wholesome stuff. That is very dope.
Yeah, I performed it in the club for the first time like 2 weeks ago, and at the end of it, people were like, "What you were? I feel like I just went to church, but I was still turning up." I was like, "Yeah."
That's that
That's the vibes. That's the vibes.
Yeah.
Listen, I think you should definitely put some skaters in a visual for that. That right there, that's fire.
Definitely.
Listen,
that's the move.
So that's number 2 on the track. First, I mean on the EP, the truth was good. It's awesome. In my bag is fire. Music and love. I like that. That's a real R&B slow joint. Bringing it back to the R&B roots. I like that. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Music and love. I try not to make the same mistakes. No, not me. Not me. Not saying that I'm perfect, but it's gonna take a real one for me. Somebody who can wash my back and lay me down to sleep. Wake me up with a dose of loving that will send me back to sleep. He ain't gotta have his shit all together, as long as he's got heart. I like a man with a sense of humor, who can hustle real hard. Oh, oh, that's all I need. It's music and love, music and love. That's all I want. It's music and love, music and love. That's all I need. It's music and love, music and love. That's all I want. It's music and love, music and love. Time to take the trash out and bring them groceries home, so I I can cook him up a good meal and make his body feel warm. He's gotta have a different strength about him that stands out from the rest. Hold me up when I'm feeling low and still remain when the wind blows. The type with a little southern in him, so I can take him back home. Strong arms to protect my body and Burberry cologne. Oh, oh, that's all I need. It's music and love, music and love. That's all I want. It's music and love, music and love. That's all I need. It's music and love, music and love, baby. That's all I want. It's music and love, music and love. Out to the studio, then maybe out to a club. Or we can keep it on the down low.
We're on Instagram. Make sure you go to the link in my bio. Go to the YouTube
Pour some
link.
drinks and hear the radio. Or write some songs in the jacuzzi. He'll be my best friend, lover, homie. I'll make sure that he never lonely. Send him pictures when he's out of town, so he can feel my love. We'll take a flight out to France or London and rock them sold out shows. Oh, oh, that's all I need. It's music and love, music and love. That's all I want. It's music and love, music and love. That's all I need. It's music and love, music and love, baby. That's all I want. It's music and love, music and love.
Yeah.
Yo, that's fire.
You know what's so crazy? I think a lot of artists
Thank
dream
you.
of that.
That
A lot of what?
A lot of
That's
artists
my
dream of that. Yo,
Yeah,
I
for
wanna
real.
That
be
shit
with
always hit.
somebody who I could make music with and do this and you
Yeah.
know
Yo,
like
I
for
definitely
real.
Like
hear
the
some R.
perfect
Kelly in there.
combo. I know.
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah.
crazy, but because
It-
opposites attract, then we got to have the counterbalance. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
it's all good. So that song, were you just like sitting down writing a wish list, or what brought
Yeah.
that song about?
Yeah, pretty much. I hadn't experienced it, so I was just like, okay, well, this is what I want, one day.
I would
And
like to be that guy that gets all that.
Uh-oh.
right. And so it's
Music
like
and love.
music has always been my first love, but I just know
Hey, yo, hold on a second.
that I
Hold on a
want.
second. Hey, yo, P, man. Yo, hold on. We,
I thought
we
you were
got
gonna let it ride.
we got a backstage for that, bro.
What's going on?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
You guys are funny.
We
Hey,
got
it's
a
the music, man.
backstage, bro.
That's what the music's talking about.
Yeah,
She
that's the
appreciate-
vibes.
She
That's the vibes.
appreciates this man, and he finna get it.
Yeah, no, I hadn't met
Yo.
him
She's
then.
doing
when
a
I-
lot for him. A lot for him.
No,
Yo,
I hadn't met him then.
Yeah.
When I wrote that song, it was really like Scotty said, it was like a wish list of like, I'm not gonna, settle until I find this. So I'm gonna let music be my love until I find my love, basically.
Right. We understand.
Yeah.
We understand.
Hey,
He said, we
listen.
understand.
Yeah, you know what? I like the beats that you chose for this
Yeah.
album.
Yeah,
start like the beats that you chose are really dope. And it gives a nice twist to the core R&B aspect of the song. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't really blend that correctly, like have that nice
Yeah.
ratio. So yeah, I'm feeling it. The
Thank you.
beat choice and the words they're going hand in hand. It's very
Yeah.
fire.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
right.
you. It's a
Yeah.
very mellow. It's a very mellow track. As you can kind of tell, I'm kind of a mellow
Yeah, it is
person in
mellow.
general. So like when it comes to writing, I'm pretty laid back. But I can bring the energy up. But most of my stuff is very chill on a Sunday. You can vibe with me. Take a cruise. I'm just gonna be talking about some stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna be talking
I
about
love
some
the
stuff that
fact that
makes you
you're
feel
able
good.
to take our imaginations to another place,
Yeah, thanks.
and good writing. That's good writing. It's
Thank you.
it's working.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Listen, so we're gonna get into Had Your Back. You want to give us the backstory for Had Your Back before we play it?
Oh yeah.
Oh
We need to know the
yeah.
story for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He hasn't met him yet. No, that's a real story. Like I don't like that guy to this day. Okay. No,
Oh shit.
no,
Uh-oh.
no.
You
It's
heard
not.
Oh
that?
shit.
F
All
that guy,
right.
whoever he is.
No,
Who
no,
is that
no.
guy?
No, and you know what's so funny is he just tried to reach out to me in my DMs 2 weeks ago talking about and that's what
Slid in the
always happens.
DMs.
They always
Yeah.
do.
And I'm
That
not
means he
saying
got
that
blocked.
I'm not saying that out of bragging, but I'm saying that when you have a good one, treat them right while you have them because there's gonna come a time where
Facts.
they're gonna remember after they've been out in the streets for a while and they see
Uh-oh.
that ain't nobody cooking for them, ain't nobody taking care of them like that, and loving them for who they are. They're
Right,
gonna reach
right.
back, and that's what they do. And so
Well,
at this song was about somebody that I had never dated or been in a relationship with somebody that had more than one kid. Okay, I haven't been in a lot of relationships, so I can't really speak on a numerous. I think in my whole lifetime I've had like 3 or 4 boyfriends, and then I've dated a few people in between. Thought it was the one, and then you're like, ah, shit, this is some bullshit. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but basically, I was. This guy had 4 kids by
Yikes.
four different women.
Yikes.
And no
Huh?
judgment passed, but
nothing could go wrong.
No, he
no,
seems like a very loving
nothing
person.
could go
Yeah,
wrong.
he got a lot of love to give, you know?
Oh man.
Free love.
Oh
No,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Okay, so he was trying to like get his life back together. He was just going through things and lots of baby mama drama and things that I just walked myself into. He was very successful in other areas in his life, and we met on the music scene, and he's actually, I wouldn't say his name on live, but he's very well known and he's very successful in music. Okay, but we ended up being like best friends. We were rocking, and then it came to, will you move in with me, and we started a relationship. So this song is about how literally in the relationship, he was always on tour, and I was always seeing all these women around him and experiencing having to like have that strong sense of trust, but knowing, something probably ain't right. You know what I'm
The
saying?
gut, the gut
But
is talking. The gut is talking.
right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
still
You know,
rocking, and then finding out things throughout the relationship. So I just said, you know what? I'm gonna chop this title up to "Had Your Back" because that's how I felt in that moment, and it is what it is. Every woman goes through that their 1 or 2 relationships of where they come out. It might have felt like they broke you in that moment, but you learned so many jewels of wisdom of what
Yes.
not to accept on the next.
Yes, we do. She's not lying.
There you go.
So
Listen, that's
Okay.
listen. Shit. Big sunshine. No, let's get it.
yeah, let's get it.
And I wanna say my favorite part, but I'm gonna say after.
Oh, go.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Hey. I think that you should know I had your back. I think that you should know I had your back, your back, your back. Oh, he said he loves me and he cares for me, but his actions show something different. I'm not a mind reader, but I can see through all that bullshit that he been through. He thinks that girls are all the same. He tries to keep his heart tame. They gave him drama for baby mamas. Now he's trying to clean up his mess, but it's so hard to forget. I think that you should know I had your back. I had. that you should know I had your back, your back, your back. Oh, I think that you should know I had your back. I had. I think that you should know I had your back, your back, your back. Oh, I gave him chances after chances just to show him that I love him, so he could trust me and find a reason to hold me tightly through the seasons. He thinks that girls are all the same. He tries to keep his heart tame. They gave him drama for baby mamas, but now he's trying to clean up his mess, but it's so hard to forget. I think that you should know I had your back. I had. I think that you should know I had your back, your back, your back. Oh, I think that you should know I had your back. I had. I think that you should know I had your back, your back, your back. Oh, all the nights I sat in the kitchen with the meals cooked, the candles burning, gave me excuses that didn't make sense. I'd always wait on him till he creeping. He thinks that girls are all the same. He tries to keep his heart tame. They gave him drama for baby mamas, now he's trying to clean up his mess, but I could never forget. I think that you should know I had your back. I had. I think that you should know I had your back, your back, your back. Oh, I think that you should know I had your back. I had. I think that you should know I had your back, your back, your back. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had his back. Huh?
Yo, you know what? And maybe Defy can elaborate on this too.
Yeah.
Because you guys, Defy sings and raps, and you rapped a couple bars on this album too. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
did, yeah.
So how do you guys know when to sing and when to rap? And like, did you write these lyrics to like a R&B ballad type song and then put it onto a hip hop beat, or did you write to this beat, or did they give you any coaching on what to put on it? Like, how did it happen?
Yeah,
How
not at
does it
all.
happen?
Yeah, nobody's ever given me any coaching, Scotty. My shit come straight from the top, just to be
Bop,
honest
bop.
with you. But that was AJ got slaps. He's a producer out here, and he made that track for me. And so he was just like, "What are you looking for?" I said, "I want something that changes up the vibe of the album with more of a hip hop drum line, you know." And so he sent that one to me, and I said, "Okay, bet. I'm gonna write to it, and let's book the studio time." And I just came in and vibe with it. I already had that melody in my head, like, I think that you should know I had your back, you know? And then the storyline just flew with it because I was going through it in that moment. I had just broke up with that dude and was like, you know what? I'm going to let it out. And that's what they say to do when you go through things, just let it out. And that's what I do. So it was fun.
The fire, how do you do it though? How like when you, cause you do both and you be sneaking it, you be drinking it, and then you Patty LaBelle it, and doing a whole lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So how do you know what to put on each beat? Because I'm not a singer. I wish I
Yeah.
could sing, but I can't. You know, and I wouldn't know heads or tails of how to jump on a beat and do what you guys do. So how do you guys even figure that out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know I literally just work with the beat. Like I try to use myself as an additional instrument to the beats that I have. So I just kind of get in where I fit in type of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Makes sense.
I could totally agree. Just like I let the melody speak to me and I just vibe in and out of that melody. Usually I hum something first that goes right to the beat. I'm more of a in the pocket writer. I like to like really get into that downbeat and then just finesse it. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
I'm in that melody and then I'm like, let me hit them with some lyrics. They're gonna make them think. You know, and that's what a great writer does.
Yep.
So
Nice, nice.
you gotta connect.
Hey, listen, I'm surprised you didn't get hit with a cease and desist for that song.
Yeah,
Wait, why?
yeah.
Oh, from the guy?
It's pretty
Yeah,
Yeah.
direct.
right.
It's direct.
No,
Oh,
it wasn't that heavy. It wasn't
Very
that heavy.
specific. Very specific.
Oh wait a minute.
I'm about to
Well, she
Google
didn't
who got
name
four
anyone,
kids.
but we'll go with that. Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
aren't gonna find them.
That's the giveaway right there.
Oh, I was gonna say though, my favorite part that I mentioned before the song started. I didn't want to say it until everybody got a chance to hear the song, but my favorite thing about that song is the emphasis on had. I had your back. I had past tense.
Yes,
Pay
definitely
attention.
past tense. We have
Yeah,
turned the chapter. Yeah,
love that. Love it.
yeah.
Very dope.
Lots of lessons learned, and then they end up in your DMs, and you're like, oh Lord, you know
How
that
many
song
years?
I wrote? Yeah, press play again. You know what I'm saying? No,
So I
I'm not
mean,
mean like that. I just didn't answer him.
so
You're better than me.
you've
I
been
always answer. I
yeah,
always
yeah,
answer.
she's a monster.
Oh,
Uh,
that
I will
the
reply.
fire. Wow. All right.
I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna reply.
oh.
You guys are funny.
So let me ask you this. So you've obviously been gaining success throughout the years because you're farther away from where you started
Right.
to where you are now. So with the way the industry is, how they're showing what's popular and what gets people a pass, a fast pass. How do you avoid that? You know, especially being not a bad looking person and stepping into a
Oh,
room. You
thanks,
know,
Scotty.
you have a lot of people who want to take advantage of you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know, how do you avoid that and still try to move forward? Do you feel like it puts you at a cap? Does it cap your success?
Yeah, sometimes well you just being in the business as long as I have since I was 14, I've learned behavior really well of people. So it's all in the approach and how they're looking at you in the eyes and if they're actually getting to facts of what they want to do with a project or a feature, they're getting straight to business and they're professional and you kind of just see if they follow through and you let them take the lead on the action part because I'm going to show up and do my part regardless. This is what I do, you know what I mean? And so for me it's more like uh, let me see your approach. Are you really for real? Because really in the first 10-15 minutes of a conversation you can tell if a guy has another alternative thought or if he's trying to holler or whatever, you know. So you got as a female in the business, you have to know when to cut it. Cut it. You have to know when to be like, you know what? Yeah, like you have to come with your
You know that's
business.
a clip right there, right,
Yeah,
Pete?
yeah, yeah. I know, I know.
You
I
have to
know.
you you guys are cracking me up. You have to know your business. So when it comes to me, I've got different forms of business that I show up with. Okay, are we talking about a feature? This is how much I charge. I want the royalties on the back end. I'm going to send you the paperwork. I don't need an attorney for that. I have all my shit lined up. You know what I mean?
I
Do you
got
want
that's
do you
what's
want to
up.
book me at a show? This is how much I charge. Oh, it's out of state. Okay. The flight, but I'm getting my own hotel room. No, I'm not staying at your house. I'm not staying in the guest room. You know what I mean? Because
All the faculties.
I've heard
Yeah.
it all under the sun, you know.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I'll get your flight, but you know, I got a room at my crib. No, sorry, bro. I don't know you like that. You know what I mean? So when you show them that you are coming correct with what you expect out of the situation, you there's no way you can get bullshitted unless you decide to let somebody do that to you. And so I always show up with my head on straight. I pray before I leave the house. I pray at night. I walk in faith. I can read and I discern people's behavior very well because of all that I've been through. So now it's not like before I was healing, I was in these stages of healing because so many people had done me wrong and betrayed me and tried to use me. And then I woke up one day and I said, you know what? We can only allow people to use us if we allow it, and you have to come to a place mentally where you have peace and you say, you know what, that's fine, whatever I gave that I might regret, whether that was my time, my talent, my friendship, whatever, that person needed that at that time. It's okay, I'm going to let them
Hmm.
have that energy at
Mm,
that time, but I'm going to move
mm.
forward and have make better choices, you know. And that's
Wow.
all a part of self-love. That's a part of self-love too. And just
Yo, that's
knowing that,
crazy that you said that. That's a very powerful statement that you said just right there. Letting people you were there, like it's like a time and a place, a season, and you
yeah,
can't regret that season. And people got what they needed out of it.
Yeah.
That's
definitely.
big. That's big.
Definitely. And we all grow in different
Yep.
types of relationships, whether it's professional music, or let's say you're trying to find love and you're giving it another shot, you know. And artists, our minds are so focused on creativity, and our time and our money goes so much towards that we have this little amount of time where we're like, I might give this person a shot, you know. And you can't post anything about it because you just, you know, you got to wait for that, and can't tell people you're dating people, and you got to keep
Mhm.
stuff private when you're always in the public eye. So there's a lot of pressure on that too, to where it's like, how much do I keep private? Do I really feel like this is real? And so you have to understand how to balance all that out and know where your priorities are within that. Do you know what I mean?
Right, right,
So
right.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
So I got a question. I know this is kind of switching gears a little bit.
yeah.
What does a studio session look like with you?
It could be either way, to where like we're creating on spot, or most of the time I'll tell somebody a vibe. I'll give them an example of what I want to write. Like, can you give me a Faith Evans joint, you know, with some
Okay.
new drums in it? And they'll email it to me. I write it home. I go in the studio and I knock it out. I'd rather write at home. I like to kind of be in my own little bubble when I'm writing. And then when I get there, I've already know it. I've know it, you know, I
Okay.
memorized it.
All
I
right.
don't want to be reading from the paper when I'm recording. I want to know it.
Right.
So
So
I noticed that you posted that you do sessions. You do
yeah,
vocal sessions and stuff like that. Did you receive professional training when you were starting out or at any point?
yeah. A lot of people ask me that. I was just in choir in like 5 years in school, and then what I did was I took a couple vocal lessons with a really big vocal trainer that trained Mariah Carey
Oh shit.
and Jennifer Lopez and all these stars, right? And I was like in this class setting. And when I left, I said, you know what? I'm going to take a few of his pointers and a few of my own. And I went on YouTube and I researched how to be a vocal trainer. And then I put together my own little 1 hour program and I started teaching kids. And so I just kind of put it together, and then it just grew every year to where it was like word of mouth. And I, you know, was helping out younger kids. And now a couple of my students are signed to major labels and they're like really
Wow,
doing their thing. And they've been with me for like 10 years. So that
that's
has been a
cool.
blessing in itself to pay it forward. Yeah. It's been real cool.
All right, so we're on the last track. It's called Main Squeeze. Uh AJ got slaps. He made the beat, so he's rapping on this too, right?
Yeah.
He's the lyricist on this.
He's
Okay.
he's you know, Rick Hard, the promoter you see me like post flyers with and stuff.
I see the
He's
flyers, but I don't know who the
yeah.
person is. Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's Rick Hard's son. He's pretty well known out here, but they also did a project with me called Shine Hard, and so Rick is featured on that, and then his son AJ Got Slaps is he's young and he's really doing his thing out here, and
I
he produced that beat and rapped on it.
I ain't
So
gonna lie. Rick Hard is a strong pause. It's a very strong pause.
Why?
yeah.
All right. So
I was gonna let it slide.
yeah, I mean, I was going like there had to be something. Somebody had to say something.
All right, all right.
It had to be you.
I was gonna let it slide.
My bad. All right, cool.
You should let P do it. P, that's what P does.
Nah, let it go slide.
Let's get it.
Well,
I see you just the other day with your new girl. You were smiling like you always do. Well, see, I was the one who kept your game up, kept you on those late night rendezvous. Just me and you. You said you never had it like this. Well, baby, I know that she could never be. Leave the scar. And when I left, you watched me walk out the door. Never stopped to tell me never matter cause you feel you're a star. Well, baby, that's true, but if you are the man you say you are, then you would know the difference between a woman and a girl. So the pages turn on. Sweetheart, it didn't matter what time of day, I was big the way you call, cause you were my main queen. Yeah, but sweetheart, you wanted to play with my mind, and I just don't have the time to play the game, so I'm moving on.
See why you wanna do that? Just chill with a Mac. I ain't like them other dudes raised by them old school pimp play rats niggas. I kinda like your figure, diggy your style. Cali sunshine smile, let's roll for a while. Go many miles, ain't no limit. Let me tell you this proposition I got. Money in every spot, all we gotta do is get it. I need a bottom bitch, is you down with it? But I ain't trying to commit to no bullshit. Big business, a relationship, a lot of pleasure, but more pain. I ain't trying to get caught in these love games, at least for now. I just wanna ball and kick it with you. If you're still around, baby doll, I'm sticking with you. But if not, you should go right now. Oh, I'm moving on, you can't figure it out, I'm out.
Okay. Okay.
That was fire. I think we lost her. Oh no, we lost her. I think we lost her.
Oh, the last judge.
On the last, yeah, on the last
She went out. She went
track.
outside.
All right, listen.
That was a mic drop
Right? Wasn't it?
by
That's
Miss Time.
perfect. I'm not mad.
She back. She's back.
She back. Hold on a second.
That'd be funny
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, that was
Right?
pretty
Yeah, I'm
funny.
out.
Y'all heard what I did.
I'm out. But now she back like what is it? Who is it? He was dancing. He took the coat off. No, I'm not American. It's the singer.
Oh, no.
No, not Ray Charles. Who is it?
The code.
Who?
He was performing, and they thought he was done. He was sweating and everything. They put the coat on him, and then he just took the coat off and started performing again.
I
Could
thought
have
you.
been James
Ah.
Brown.
James Brown. Thank you, P. Y'all have me feeling like I'm
okay.
crazy. James Brown. See. Anyway,
I
but
thought
yeah,
you were going to talk about Kane. Remember when he did the thing when he dropped the mic and he thought he was like he messed up, and then he popped back up, and then he started. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? The fire.
No, I only know about
nobody
Sara
knows
Shine
what you're
right now.
talking about.
You know
Nobody
what?
knows what you're talking about.
Can't say
You
we.
know, I'm just gonna leave y'all alone. All right.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm messing with you.
That's
Hey,
funny.
Hey, my sister's in the chat. She said James Brown too.
Oh, yep.
Hey, listen, listen. That sorry we lost you. Glad you're back. The song
Thank
was
you.
dope. The EP is great. I really enjoyed it. You know, I was
Thank
playing it for
you.
the last 2 days and stuff. I know I could have went with the new EP, but I was like, yo, I love this one right here. You're saying it's so real, and I think it sounds great. So, Sarah Shine, if you want to give any advice to any up and coming female artists, besides what you said, you know, you got to have discernment, you got to read the room and stuff like that. When it comes to the grind, what kind of advice could you give them?
I definitely say like just know like first off who you are as a person and what your message is, you know. I think as an artist or even just as a creative producer, whatever, understand your message if you're a writer especially. Um what it is, do you want to reach the youth? Do you want to inspire? Do you want to encourage in your lyrics? Do you want to write about real things, you know, like that people actually go through, that you could help people in your message? um and just kind of hone in on what your originality is, because that's going to be your leverage. That's what's going to last, you know, in the game. Not copying another person's style. Of course we all admire and grow up, you know, listening to people that we like, but it's like you take a little bit here and there, but then you got to find your originality, and I think that's really important as a creative. Just tapping into that, and then also just being a good person, you know. When you're getting out and you're networking and you're wanting to keep your word in certain situations, you know, a lot behind having a lot of talent is being respected for, you know, just being a person that shows up, knows their craft well. They've done the work, they've studied, they've perfected it, you know, and then they're not afraid to get out there and express it. That's the other side of creativity, is just really getting out there and starting to network and not only
Yeah.
use it as a business, but just connect with people, you know, and being willing and being humble. That's the word right there, is humility, because a lot of people, they get in that limelight and they switch their character, and you just have to like remember your roots, you know, whether you came up hard or it was easy, doesn't matter. Just like remember who you are to the core, you know, because the Hollywood scene, you know, the scenes where you're at on the East Coast, I know you guys got them too, but there's clicks and there's energies that, you know, you don't have to you don't have to partake in. You just got
Nope.
to know what environments you feel best in, but also get out of your comfort zone too, you know. Test yourself and get around other genres and just network. Be humble, talk to people. Um and on top of that, just focus, like, cuz life is going to throw you all kinds of different situations outside of music. So, you know, we've got to all stay afloat, you know, pay our bills, you know, take
Right,
care of
right,
ourselves
right.
on the health side, you know, working out. That's one thing I'm really big on, is like eating clean and working out and just keeping my mental peace. For me, that if I don't have those three things, like, and the faith, then I'm not even going to be a great artist. Like, I really believe that mental health is number one, and just waking up and doing your meditation, your reading, you know, just tapping into whatever it is that you believe in and setting your tone for your day and making it a productive day. That's another thing, is putting your grind behind your plans, because we can all always think every day, well, I'm going to do this, you know, next year and blah blah blah, but
Right, right.
time waits for nobody. So you want to
Facts.
put,
Facts.
yeah, and I don't write out like a million goals a month, but I do write out a few, and I take those small steps necessary to make sure they're achieved. And so it's just, you know, don't procrastinate, and understand that it's just going to be you sometimes that believes in you, you know, especially when you're around other artists or family that might not see that vision. Don't ever let somebody deter you from what's in your heart, because that's what God gave you. That's a personal gift to you that nobody can touch or taint unless you allow that energy in your
Hey.
circle. So yeah, just understand that you're a jewel already, because you were created by God. But then, like, that artistry, if you were given any type of a gift, just protect it.
Oh my
Be-
God.
Just protect it, and know that it's gonna always flourish if you water it, if you choose to water it.
Right,
So
right,
Yep.
right.
you can water it by yourself in your quiet moments, and then you want to get out there and let the world hear how hard you've been working and the things that you've been doing. So don't be shy. I was shy at first. But then I was like, you know what? I need to get out here and learn how to talk to people. You know, I need to let people know that this is really something I love to do, and people, it will resonate. So just stay at it, stay consistent, don't change up who you are as a person, because that's where your originality stays. Accept your quirks, accept your flaws, accept
It's
the
your
things
own
that,
edge. That's your edge right there.
yeah, because a lot of people can look in and be like, well, I don't know, you know, and they'll pick you apart. If they see you're a great artist, they want to pick you apart
critique
as a
critique
person.
you. Yep.
Yeah.
So
So
you have to have that strong skin of like, nah, this is, I'm gonna show up as this
This is
person
what
every
you want to
time.
be. Yep.
I know what I bring to the table, but at the end of the day, I'm still humble enough to meet you at any level. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna have a conversation. I'm still gonna encourage you, and I'm still gonna drop a new album next year. You know what I mean? And like, the
right,
projects are
right.
gonna keep coming, but I'm gonna be a kind person in that process, and that's how you build that respect. Just keeping your word, and just being who you are naturally, and having that originality. So, you
Keep
know,
So
cooking.
so what's next for Sarah Shine? Your name is a tongue twister sometimes.
Sure, sure, sure. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
Apparently, tongue twister is a tongue twister, huh?
Yep.
yeah, right.
Twist
Pause.
it up.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm gonna be working on another project. I just dropped that project, Aligned, and so that was a new EP that came out about 2 months
Okay.
ago. produced by You Got History and Blame Ronnie. And then I'm slowly working on a new project. I've been doing a lot of studio work lately, helping other people with their albums, writing and vocal coaching. And then I've got this new gig in Pasadena with the DJ and the live band. And then I'm kind of like thinking about business things right now, like kind of like longevity type stuff, you know. On the when I have downtime, I'm putting together business ideas, and I'm praying on it because I want to start something new, and I know it's going to be music based, but it's not going to be vocal coach. It's going to be something totally different, and so it's going to help myself as a solo artist, but also help other artists. So I'm kind of just like trying to figure that out. But yeah.
So where's the video? Is it what's going on?
What do you
I know
mean?
you do a lot of features. I see your Instagram profile looks like you popping up in a couple videos. Where's the videos?
Yeah, they're coming out. Actually, they're out. There's a few. You just gotta type in Sarah Shine, and you'll see the features I'm on and stuff. There's a few that came out recently.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
put that in another show. We're gonna drop some stuff. We're gonna double back, and we're gonna
Okay.
revisit some people. And it was a pleasure having you on. It's been a long
Thank
time
you.
coming, you
It
know.
means
And
I'm salute to you, Scotty, for starting your own show and just like
thank you, thank you.
all your experience, just you know, just in life alone. Like, just I know a little bit of your history, but from what I do know, like you push through. You're a soldier, and you really love what you do too. You know,
I
and so
appreciate it.
I feel like when people are passionate, like we're even though we never met in person, it's like we connect through. I think I've met some of the greatest people just through the internet, just that really support me, you know, that support me more than the person down the street.
That's
So I
how it is. That's how it is.
just know I appreciate your time today and having me on, and I appreciate the platform that you provide and how you're just like, you know, showing love to us independent artists. So thank you as well.
Hey,
Nice to
hey,
meet you
don't just thank
guys.
me. Thank
Nice
the
to
thank the
meet you.
guys, man. Thank P.
The
We got the
transporter room.
fire.
We
We
love
got
having you on
Reese.
the show.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's been amazing.
Thank you. So are you guys. Great energy. Keep following your dreams and shout out. I'm gonna follow you. How do I pronounce your name?
Oh, the fire.
Defia.
The
Okay.
fire.
You
Yeah,
can call me D.
I'm gonna follow all of you on the IG right now.
Yo,
Bet.
Sounds
listen.
Follow
good.
back.
Be ready. Be set aside a couple hours to follow Defy. She has a lot of content.
Hours.
I can tell. She does
Yeah,
not play.
yeah. She's about listen. She's about the business too. She's very dope. I think you guys should connect because
Yeah, the
Okay.
fire is
awesome.
the fire is definitely an issue.
Okay, cool. Well, coming from you guys, I already know. So mandatory. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna follow her and follow all of you guys. But God bless you and have a good rest of your evening.
You too. Thank you.
Likewise.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you guys
Joining
All
us.
too.
right.
All right, bye.
Hey, Manny, we still on it. Drinking my cup as I ride to the beach. Yeah. Pour out a shot for my folks, rest in peace. Yeah. Weed in my spliff, now my cipher complete. Yeah. We been on it. We still on it. Drinking my cup as I ride to the beach. Yeah. Pour out a shot for my folks, rest in peace. Yeah. Weed in my spliff, now my cipher complete. Yeah. We been on it. We still on it. Dropping the top on the V's, these niggas want something to see. They looking at me, royalty running my jeans. Whenever you witness the G, you watching the king. Travel wherever I please, I'm pretty much good in these streets. My brother for she's. Why would I be for the brother with all of these crooked police? Explain that to me.